Hello, everybody. It's Bill's That College Football Guy here. Another video. I had a story bummed out here. First off, I'm here in Oklahoma. Heading west towards Phoenix, and somebody asked me, "You gonna go check out a GCU home game?" I don't think my semi will fit in the student section parking lot. Just call it a hunch. I had a story on hearing about this. A little news about the Pac-12, just a little bit of rumors, and saw the Monty Show broke something this morning, but they went a little bit further than I had here. So let me elaborate a little bit on that, about the story you saw. There's a rumor about a Pac-12 media deal being in the works. That's exactly what this is a rumor. There is no substantiation as far as I know. I have a few sources that told me something about this, but the fact is, like, they're not saying that there is formal negotiations and this is being finalized. This is just cursory. This is just like initial, "You interested?" That's the last thing I heard. It was initial conversation. Now, basically, the initial conversations, and then it was between ESPN and Fox. I don't know who came first to the table. This is rumor that ESPN and Fox have been talking with the Pac-12 about a new media deal. None of the stuff would be on ESPN or Fox. It'd be ESPN2, ESPN Plus, FS1. It'd be for a lot less money. It'd be $8 to $10 million, possibly as low as $7.5. The whole reason that this is even negotiation even happened is because there's some schools' idea. Apparently, there was negotiations, cursory reach out to Amazon by someone, rumor, and they didn't like what was offered, so they opened it up. Or I don't know what this is, a rumor. None of this can be true. That's why I put down rumor. But basically, you're looking at ESPN and Fox getting back in. They have more major network coverage. You'd have more stability. Where's my thing is messing up here? You'd have more stability. It would be easier to find the programming, more eyeballs on it. There'd be less money. That would mean the Pac-12 being humble and saying, "Okay, we're going to have to take less money this time, lesson learned from the last time." Now, this is a rumor. Like I said, the rumor about the fact is basically that's the idea of having a lot of their content on Amazon. If they're going to do a partnership with the CW and Amazon, the idea made some of them nervous. ESPN and Fox is a better deal here. Now, the fact is, this is a rumor. This may not be true. This may not be true. That's why I put rumor in the title. This may not be true. But you're saying, why is the number so low? Well, you're not as good as you think you are. Pac-12 thought they were 50 million. They're not. You think you're worth 15 million now? You're not. And if your deal is only 7.5 to 10 million, you're not getting one school from the AAC, which means, hello, Texas State, welcome to the Pac-12. Hello, Sacramento State, you may be getting a phone call to bring them up to 9 football members for an 8-game conference schedule. Those two may be getting calls sooner than later, because if this is true with the money amount for 8 to 10, there's no way anybody from the AAC is jumping, because the media valuation, with all of the travel that be increased to an extent and all the other things, like, it's not worth their while. They wanted almost double their money to make the move. It was a low ball offer. They want more money. If it's only 8 to 10, that's that. Now, someone said, "Oh, this is the death knell for the Mountain West." No, it's not. Because Mountain West knows the fact that it's apples and oranges between the two. They're not going to get the same amount of money they're going to get. They're going to get a lot less. But having the Pac-12 get their deal first gives them something as a reference point to come off of. And if they have more time zones and more value, their deal won't be as much, but they'll be making a little bit more than what they originally thought they were going to make. Again, this is all rumor and innuendo. So this is all rumors. None of this is factually based. This is all rumor. Like I said, the Monty Show broke this morning. They went further in depth than I did. They said the fact that this appears to be a solid move, and I'm like, no one else is reporting this. No one else has anything on this, so we'll see. Now, the actual point of this video, I wanted to just get that out the way off the top about that. Remember, the other point of this video is the G6 playoff spot. Who's actually in the lead to get that right now? Well, for those who don't know what the G6 playoff spot, it doesn't matter how good your conference is. It doesn't matter how good your school is in terms of talent. Whoever's ranked the highest. Right now, if we're using the AP poll as the college football playoff rankings, Boise State would be going because they're the highest ranked G6. But we're going to go into this and see who actually reasonably has a shot at this. Now, AAC has a bunch of schools that have 2 losses, but realistically, it's down to 3 schools. Army, of course, is 8-0. They're the only other ranked team besides Boise State. Tulane is 7-2. They have losses to Kansas State and to Oklahoma. They're undefeated in conference play. So unless they lose a conference game, they're going to be the ones that's going to be challenging Army, barring they lose a conference game. So Army's playing Notre Dame, which is non-con. They'll be playing each other for the AAC championship, and that's pretty much going to decide who's going to go, possibly. Now, the Mountain West, Boise State 7-1. Their only losses to number 1 Oregon. UNLV is 6-2 with their losses to Syracuse and Boise State. Losing to Boise means Boise has to lose 1 more game to be at your level, and actually would have to lose more than that. Because if it's a tie, you still lost to Boise, so that means you're behind Boise. So, I think Boise State will be out. UNLV's out of the equation here. Pac-12, Washington State 7-1. Your only loss to Boise State. So you're behind them. Boise's going to have to lose another game for you to go past them. The Sun Belt, Louisiana is 7-1. Their only loss of the season was to Tulane. They really haven't played a tough schedule, so I don't think they're even in this. Could they technically get in the rankings if they win a couple more games? Yeah, they could technically get in the rankings part of it, but being past Army and Boise State, no. See, Boise State's going to have to, I think the only way they're going to get out of this is 1, Army has to go undefeated, and 2, Boise's going to have to lose another game. Boise will have to lose another game, and Army's going to have to beat Notre Dame and go undefeated for Army to get it. Because I don't see any way that anybody else, Memphis losing to UTSA last week pretty much knocked them out of it. Tulane's got non-con losses. They can knock Army out of it if they beat Army. Washington State's going to have to hope Boise loses too, and they're going to have to run the table and go undefeated for a shot. But, that's right, they can't. You didn't want to be a G6, right? Well, guess what? If you were a G6 school, Washington State, you'd be eligible for a playoff spot. But you're not. You're in a power school the next 2 years, so you can't compete for this, can you? Oops. You may go 11-1 and still not make the playoffs. Boise State may go 11-1 and make the playoffs. So, just want to put that out there. Like, the fact is, you said being a power school was to your advantage. Now it's to your detriment. So right now, it's Boise State's to lose. Boise State has to run the table. If they run the table, win the conference championship, they're in. They lose a game, Army can step up. Maybe Louisiana, maybe Tulane. But if Tulane beats Army, Boise State would have to lose the conference championship game in order for somebody else besides those 2 to get a shot, and Louisiana would have to lose too. So it's basically returning to the G6 playoff spot. Yes, it's Boise State's to lose. They're in the driver's seat. I picked them in the beginning of the season to be the team to get the playoff spot, and it's looking exactly like that. And the only game they will lose, and the game I said they're going to lose too, and I even made the prediction at the beginning of the season, it's going to be a close loss, not a blowout like some people thought. They're just too damn talented. So Boise, Army, maybe Tulane, maybe Louisiana. Those are the 4 who are basically in the shot for the playoff spot in the G6. But you can let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching this video. I gotta get driving here in a little bit. About 15 minutes I gotta get going so I can get this uploaded and start uploading it as I drive. This will be an early upload, but if you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, helps PlayStation know, hey, this video got a lot of interaction. People like it. Let's promote it more. Helps me out. I appreciate it. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me know what you think about the Pac-12's media deal rumor, because I'm calling it a rumor until it actually happens, and ESPN and Fox giving less money, because ESPN is not going to pay one dime more than they absolutely have to. We know this, especially now. So that's definitely a possibility. As for the playoff spot, I think it's Boise's to lose. You can let me know if you disagree with that down in the comments. And if you haven't done already, check out some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on the craziness that is Twitter, that is X, the link will be in the description. I'm going to be waiting and doing tomorrow is going to be the picks video. I'm letting you all know because I wanted to wait to get the college football playoff rankings, which are going to be coming out tonight. So election night comes out and the rankings come out at the same time. This is going to be interesting. You're up watching the election? I'm watching him find out what the college football playoff rankings are to see how the G6 schools are doing, who's going to get in or who's got the best spot. What world we live in, huh? And I said this on X, and I'm saying this to everybody else here who watches this video. We do have voter fraud going on. Before you all jump down my throat, understand this. That was down in Mississippi, picked up a load, the same load I'm on right now that's going to Phoenix. Ran into a driver I haven't seen in a while. So how you doing? He just came back. He had done and he told me he was going to go camping with his wife for a week. You know, get out in the, got up. I think they went to Colorado in the mountains. They flew into Colorado with a friend of theirs who had the gear, and they went camping in the mountains in Colorado for a few days and then flew back. So, chance to get away from everything. And at least that's what they told me. Anyway, comes back, early voting, and someone had already voted for him. Signature wasn't his. Somebody else had did a straight line across and made it a signature. So he had a, luckily it was in a small town. I don't know how that got missed. It was in one of the satellite places. So he talked to a friend of his, an old friend of the family, who is part of the group for the, I guess, the election, whatever, and he knew he didn't vote yet, so they started the process for, I don't know what the deal is with that, voter fraud or getting the previous ballot invalidated or canceled or whatever, deleted, whatever the heck. It was a paper ballot. So be mindful about that. Also, the fact when other guys told me the fact that what their people were talking about machines not letting you vote the ticket. He wanted to vote all the way down, and no matter what he could do, one race automatically went to the opposite party. He wouldn't say what race. He said it wasn't president, but no matter what he did, it would not go over. He wanted to draw a party line straight down, and it wouldn't let him. So he changed another vote and the one for that one, and made for that to the for a lesser candidate to the opposite party, and then that one went back. This is what they're telling me. So the machine one, I don't know about. The one about the paper ballot one, I know about because they were pissed because all of them are in the same town and they all found out about it. Outside of Corinth, Mississippi. They were all pissed. And one of them was happening in Savannah, Tennessee. So just when you go do your voting today, make sure that you have something that records down what you voted for and to make sure that your votes match up to that. Just to be safe, okay? So thanks everybody for watching. Time to get out of here. Truckers are getting out. I gotta get on the highway. So be safe out there, and please remember to vote today. And please be good to each other.